They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. This defense for the Jags, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now here's Mahomes. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Trayvon Walker has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Looking to throw, Lawrence. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. Here's Lawrence to throw. And returns it right back to Samuel. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a 2nd consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. 2nd and 7 from the 20. Here's Lawrence. And it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Kadarius Toney halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Jaguars are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you talk about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now Mahomes. Williams brings it in. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Chiefs at 8-1 on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
From the 45 on second down, Mahomes throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the 44, Mahomes. He's going to look deep here for Ward. And he's got it inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Sky Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round.
The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On play action, Lawrence. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on second down, Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Austin Eckler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed. He's got a man, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A big play there for KC, and even 50 yards. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And his throw here's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On second down now, it's Goodwin. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Matthew Wright on 4th and goal. A 42-yard attempt.
And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this will stay at a 7-point game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On the jet sweep, here's Cooper. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Now Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Kadarius Toney.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Jags go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in.
He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And that's complete to Huff.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup.
On second down, Huff. And he stopped immediately there. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much since. Throwing now is Mahomes. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this will be caught at the 30. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The kick by Bass is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
Hey, 43, 15.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the 2nd half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field. Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. On 1st down, Mahomes fighting his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Mahomes going to throw. His throw incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, but they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Isaiah Pacheco. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They started on the ground with Eckler, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. Play action, it's Lawrence. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Josh Allen gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the...
Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you.
A touchdown! Evan Ingram, 29 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Kadarius Toney, 33 yards. And the Jaguars take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Final minute now of the third quarter. On second down, Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. This is intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get...
This bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10. Right at the 50-yard line. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On the jet sweep, here's Cooper. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Here's Lawrence to throw. That's into the hands of Eckler. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. What a throw right there for the 1st down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that?
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Kadarius Toney. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 47.
And Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
Now Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce from 17 yards out. And the Chiefs get a bit closer.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked. Thornhill. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
You ready?
They go play action with Lawrence.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Well, clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This is a counter play. Eckler. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Lawrence will throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh?